Hey YouTube. I These barrels are getting expensive, but they got the removable lid like this one here with the metal locking ring. There's no, let me check the lid before I say there's no. No, there is. There is a seal. There's a seal in the lid. The lid locks down. The ring right here can go on, and then you put the tamper resistance tag on it or a piece of wire or something and bury it in the ground. I asked my kid what he would charge me to drill a hole with his shovel big enough to put this in, and he said 20 bucks. So I just went in there earlier and gave him 50. So show you what we're doing. You know how everybody says that in an economic collapse they'll hunt and they'll fish. Well, everything that walks is going to be dead soon, but if you can still fish, you're going to need some fish fry. This is a lot of cornmeal and a lot of good stuff. So there's 3 packs right there. There's a pack. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 more packs. And I got about 50 in the haul. So this is just a bucket of various items that I gathered up from around the house because I got too many preps in my house. And I have a couple 5-gallon buckets. Actually, I got 4 5-gallon buckets that are full of all kinds of new stuff. And I took them out and buried it. And it's really easy to bury a couple 4 or 5-gallon buckets. But this is 32 gallons. Comes with a lid and ring, and I paid $35 for it. But by the time I put the lid on it and put 2 trash bags over the top of it and then fill it around it with dirt, and I'm going to have the lid painted and maybe bury it completely over the top, a couple 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches, maybe even up to a foot of dirt over the top of the lid, and just leave it be. So I'm going to pack this full, but since this is the first 30-gallon barrel that I buried, I'll probably dig it up here in a year if I don't need it by then, and see how the trash bags hold up and see what happens. So, I mean, right now, I've probably got, I bet there's $150 to $200 worth of stuff in this bucket. But if times are so bad in 2 or 3 years that I'm having to come to dig this bucket up to see what I can salvage out of it, I would say that my food pickings would be slim, because I got 3 kids I got to feed and their mama as well, and a couple other people from the group. Everybody, I want to be able to feed them. So one way to do that is with heirloom seeds. So these are fresh. I'm going to give them some lettuce, because if they don't have food, they can only eat what they grow. And with lettuce, you don't have to wait for it to fully develop. You can eat it in any stage of the growth, from a sprout to what you see in the picture. Now with sunflowers, you have to wait for seed development. But as well, makes good animal feed for chickens, your bird feeders, or your bird traps. And, some sweet basil. It's probably a good idea. And it is heirloom. There's another butter crunch. Lettuce. Carrots are slow to progress, but there's a pack of carrots. And I want them to have more to eat than just that, especially if they're planting it because they need food. So I'm going to beef it up with some champion collard greens. And I'll throw in some green beans. Pack of bell pepper. And these are the Market More 76 heirloom varieties by Valley Green. And each package is stamped on the back. This is for 20 of 22, 12 of 22. But even if I had all that to grow, I would still wish that I had a little more variety. So here's some pickling cucumbers. Let's see if I can find some kind of tomatoes. I already got some basil in there. I got a lot of these seeds this year from Lowe's because they were still in the computer for 10 cents a pack. I got these top-notch golden wax beans. These get like a foot long. $0.59. And I have actually seen a better variety of vegetable seeds this year than I've ever seen in my life. The parsley, it's a dark green Italian seasoning, but I like it on everything. So they can even grow some parsley. Can you imagine? They got nothing. Or whoever, I got nothing. Whoever digs this up, me or the kids or their mom or somebody else. Let's see, we got cucumbers. Oh yeah, here's a nice one. You can eat at any stage of development, which is spinach. Still, I'm looking through these. That's what I'm doing over here. Guess what I found? Green peas. And these seeds are fresh. Now, there may not be any heirloom tomatoes in this package. Let me see here. Sorry about that. Let me see. There are no tomatoes. Here's some marigolds. Them are heirloom. Why not? Let me go up here and get in my little pirate chest. Right here. It's a metal box. Let's see. I guess I already took those out of that. I guess I already buried those seeds or used them or gave them away or something. Let's see here. Maybe. Woo, dropping everything. Let me see. Haha. Yes. Yes, good. Okay, I'm going to use a bunch of these. These are from 1221, but these are heirloom beefsteaks. Wow, I bought a bunch of those, didn't I? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually take those out of the metal box, toss them in here, because I'm giving a set of these heirloom seeds away, just like you saw me put. So these will still grow. These are 20 of 21, 12 of 21. These will still grow, still sprout for a couple more years, and they'll be nice and preserved in the barrel. Yeah, so tomatoes, I will take these out of the can, and I mean, they're obviously protected in the can, but I've obviously been, I wasn't even, hold on, lay this down. I wasn't even really sure of which can they were in, so out of sight, out of mind. So I'll pull all these out of there. We got a little tin box. They don't make them like that no more. This one says, made in England. Pretty nice. If you know anything about this can, let me know. It was my grandma's in some of her junk. So was that little pirate chest there.